Hey Virgo, the Strength card. Nice. So I will say for some of you, for some of us, well, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Well, I'm going to jump in. For some of us, with the Four of Wands is a card of celebration, of milestones. It can be called the marriage card. It's about the home. Yeah, milestones, graduation, all of those types of things, weddings. And then this Five of Shields here. So this could be with lockdown, just really feeling sort of cheated or robbed or just sad, basically, about missing those things. There's a lack. This is a lack mentality, and there's a real lack. And if you're a senior in high school, if you're I mean, I could see that being the most particularly difficult one to miss. I know college as well, um, but for anyone that's, oh, I can't believe for people that may have had to postpone their wedding, and that is just sort of heartbreaking. So I think this is just, feeling it, feeling the sort of emptiness that missing something like that brings. But all the other cards here are so positive, and so to me, this is just, yeah, this a sign of the times, and there's some sadness and again that lack, feeling left out. Where I guess everyone's left out, but that doesn't make you feel better if it's your wedding. Let's look at the bottom of the deck because that was one specific message that came through. The Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Shields in this deck. So this is the card that is your mindfulness. It's what can you do? What like tangible thing can you do that when you're doing it, it's enjoyable, and and not. Sometimes when you do something, it's sort of exhausting. It drains your energy. This is something that you do that it feeds your soul. You feel invigorated. You feel better after it. It doesn't mean you can't maybe feel tired, like if you go for a run, but you're energized by it. Your day is better because you did it. And so this really can be anything. It is a card about artistry. It's kind of the like, and there's nothing wrong with this, but the guys are, wow, that was really gender wrong. The people who frame your house versus the people who build fine woodworking furniture. You know what I'm saying? So this is like a mastery or something it's not a superficial thing. It's something you're really into and you study it and you like it's your it's just something you really dive deeply into and get a lot of joy and satisfaction from. So to find those self-care activities and to make sure that you're making them a priority as much as possible at this time. It's also, you could potentially start using that skill to develop your own business. And also, you could potentially, so crafting these things or doing these things, but then you could also have a business teaching these things because, like tarot, like I could teach a course on the tarot. Um, I guess there are tarot. Actually, I've taken some tarot courses. There are tarot courses out there, and I guess there's some people that have certification. I don't know. To me, tarot is too personal, but I could teach my take on the tarot. You know what I'm saying? So something like that. Maybe it's telling me to do that. God, I'm thick. Okay, so we have this King of Swords, and so this is a mature air sign, very thoughtful, very clever. This would be a really fun, funny person to have dinner with. Um, Articulate, but they're also detached enough. They don't sort of get worked up about they're not triggered easily, I guess. Um, and there's someone that you kind of want to lean into when they're talking. You're drawn to this person pretty strongly. They're funny. They just have a way of speaking and interacting that's very engaging. And then when you sort of meld that energy in with this mature wand's energy, um, this is a very dynamic person because what they say, what they say and what they do, they're they match. They match up. So there's no this person could be all talk, no action, and this person could act without thinking. But this brings both of those together. So definitely what if you've been thinking about something, and it could be anything potentially it's tied to this Eight of Shields, this thing that you absolutely love to do. Here's some I can see someone doing yoga. Four of Swords under there, so relaxing and a timeout, meditation, trying to bring a meditation practice into your life. I think to start with meditation, we have to be able to have a much more liberal idea of what meditation is, especially to start with. It could be 1 minute that when you get your cup of coffee or your cup of tea, that you stand and watch outside, look outside and just breathe or something. It doesn't have to be, it's kind of that start slow and build type of a thing. Okay, now that I'm looking at it, this sword energy is a love interest. So this is someone that likes data. What kind of job does an air sign person stereotypically gravitate towards? Lawyer, even an accountant, although that can go to the sign of pentacles, but something that's objective, figures, data, facts, fact driven. But then they can also be in any sort of communications, maybe journalism. I could see Rowan Farrow being a air sign. I have no idea if he is, but that type of writing and investigating. That's yeah. So FBI, police, police detective, private detective. That's weird. That just came up. Do people really hire private detective? Actually, I knew someone that was a private detective, very peripherally, many years ago. I think I would like that. I'm super nosy. Wow. Okay, so I completely gone off. Well, if someone suspects you of cheating, they could hire a private detective or someone might be snooping around. But I think that's very, again, that word peripheral came up. That just might be someone that you know. I don't see this happening to you at all. Or maybe someone they know. And that's the connection where that came in. Very odd. True love, a real connection, a real emotional connection. You get each other. This is your person. This is someone that you're each there to support each other. And, it's not a superficial relationship. So this King of Wands who constantly leads by example and also encourages and motivates everyone to stay motivated and enthusiastic about things and to love life and to live life and get out there and do things. This person is a doer. They take action. They own their own business. They're an entrepreneur. They definitely do some sort of outdoor or workout activity pretty much every day. It's important to their routine. They're spontaneous, passionate. Below that is the Strength card. So there's a couple different things going on here. I really do feel like this is somewhat separate. However, actually, no, I don't. So those of you who are divorced, or have had relationships that haven't lasted, this new relationship coming in, it's going to require you to really let your guard down. That reminds me of a Nako song. What is it? We are on time. Nako medicine for the people. To let your guard down, let someone in, let yourself feel, let yourself open up. Like, I can even see a little bit of like fear in the thought of being intimate, just because you just kind of shut yourself off. This is not for everyone. And so having the strength to say, okay, this is scary, but I need to live. I need to open up. This person we have a real connection, and I need to just try and go into this relationship, not bring up my whole baggage. Let me know if you figure out how to do that, and just give it a shot and see where it goes. Because that's life. That's how you live life. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that, and I hope you have a really, really lovely month of June. Take care.